Hey everyone, welcome back to Global Rights Zone. Today we're diving into a big one, individual rights versus collective rights. Should individual liberties take precedence? Or do collective rights like land rights for indigenous groups deserve equal or greater protection? Individual rights focus on personal freedoms, such as freedom of speech, privacy, or property, like for example the right to free expression. Imagine a group of high school students in New York decide to organize a peaceful protest for stronger climate action. They create signs, gather in a public park, and chant slogans like, "Act now for our future." Another example of individual rights. A college student writes an opinion article in the campus newspaper criticizing the school's administration for how it's handling student housing shortages. The article includes suggestions for improvement, but also points out several failures. Some members of the administration were unhappy with the article, but the school could not punish or silence the student because of their right to freedom of speech. The student expressed their opinion in a respectful and legal way, so that right is protected. Collective rights emphasize group-based rights, such as those of indigenous peoples, ethnic minorities, or communities to self-determination or cultural preservation. Indigenous groups can govern themselves and make decisions about education, health, and justice systems. The Nunavut Territory in Canada was created in 1999, giving the Inuit a government that reflects their values, language, and culture. Should individual liberties take precedence, or do collective rights deserve equal or greater protection? The idea that individuals should have control over their own lives is at the core of most democratic societies. Without this, personal freedom can be eroded by majoritarian rule or government overreach. Societies that protect free speech, thought, and movement often foster creativity, progress, and diversity of ideas. In a system focused on the collective good, minorities can easily be oppressed unless their individual rights are shielded. In countries with strong free speech protections, marginalized voices can still find platforms, even when they challenge mainstream views. During a pandemic, for instance, individual freedom to not wear a mask might clash with the community's right to health and safety. Ensuring housing, education, or voting access for all often requires balancing personal wealth or property rights with collective welfare. Sometimes, protecting collective rights, like indigenous land rights or workers' rights, means limiting the freedoms of corporations or individuals. Labor laws protect workers from exploitation, even if that limits an employer's freedom to run their business however they want. Most societies try to balance these interests. Constitutions, courts, and political systems are designed to mediate the tension between the individual and the collective. Liberties without responsibility can lead to inequality or harm. Collective control without liberty can lead to authoritarianism. If you liked this deep dive, smash that like button. Subscribe for more civic breakdowns and hit the bell so you don't miss the next episode. Until then, keep thinking critically.